Good morning, children. Children, as we are revising the chapter friction, today we will be learning some more points about the friction, children. In the last class, we learned about what is friction. Friction is the opposing force which is exerted between the two objects. Okay. Here, children, and here we learn about what is a static friction and what is a dynamic friction or dynamic friction. Okay, children. Here we learn what is a static friction and what is dynamic friction, children. Okay, right. Okay, children. Next we learn about the fluid friction, the rolling friction, children. Okay, and here we learn that whether the friction is it useful to us or not. Okay, whether friction is useful to us. Okay, friction is useful to us. In the same way, it is somewhat harmful to us. It is not much required. Okay, friction is required to a certain extent, but not to much extent, children. Okay, like that we learn. And here, children, today we will be learning about some more points. That friction produces the heat. Friction produces the heat, children. Okay, friction produces heat, children. Friction produces the heat. Okay, children. Right. Okay, normally when we rub the two hands vigorously, very fast, okay, try to rub your hands very fastly. What happens, children? Now heat is generated. If you rub a pencil to the floor speedily, heat is generated. Okay, and when the two machines are running fastly, okay, heat is generated. Okay, children. That's why normally coolant are used. Normally in the vehicles, coolants are used to reduce the friction, to reduce the heat. Okay, therefore here what we come to know that the friction produces the heat, children. Friction produces the heat, and here friction increases the grip, children. That means when the friction is there, we can increase the grip. Normally, children, normally the tires or the shoes will be having the sole, whereas the sole will be having of the grip, children. That means normally some gaps will be there. Why they should keep a gap? Gaps will interlock with the road, children. Whenever when we are walking, the gap will be interlocked with the road, such that will have a certain perfect grip, such that we will not fall down, children. Okay, for that reason we will be using of that one. Okay, children. And here we learned about the keywords. What is a friction? What is static friction? What is sliding friction? Sliding friction is nothing but the dynamic friction. Sliding friction is also called as a dynamic friction, children. And here lubricants are used to reduce the friction. And here rolling friction is there. Ball bearings are used to reduce the friction. Drag is there. What do you mean by a drag? Okay, the frictional force which is exerted by the fluids is called as drag. The frictional force which is exerted by the fluids is called as the drag, children. Okay, and here we are having the fluid friction. Okay, right. And here friction opposes the relative motion between two surfaces in contact. Friction opposes the two surfaces. Friction opposes the relative motion. That means when the two objects are relatively moving with respect to each other, okay, friction opposes the motion between the two surfaces in contact. It acts both on the surfaces, children. And here static friction comes into play when an object is at rest relative to the other object, children. Static friction comes into play when we try to move an object at rest relative to the another surface or object. Okay, when the static friction comes into play when we try to move an object at rest relative to the another surface or object, children. Okay, and here you should learn all the points, children. Whatever that we are having the keywords are necessary, should be learned. And here the what we have learned, some points are given in the textbook, children. That also you should learn. From that also we will be getting the questions, children. And here sliding friction comes into play when an object is sliding over the another object. When an object is in motion with respect to the another object. Therefore, that is the sliding friction, children. Okay, next, friction depends on the nature of surface and the normal surface with which the body presses the other surface, children. Friction depends on the nature of the surface. Okay, that means friction is depending upon the nature of the surface, children, and the normal force with which the the body presses the other surface. Friction is independent of the area. Friction is independent of area of contact. Friction is independent of the area of the contact. Friction can be reduced by using the lubricants and ball bearings in many machines. Okay, in many machines friction can be reduced. Okay, by using the lubricants. Friction can be reduced by using the lubricants and ball bearings in many machines. And here, when body is moved through fluids, fluid exerts a frictional force. When the bodies are moving in the fluids. Okay, you know what is a fluid? Fluid is the one. Okay, children. Fluid is the one. Okay, which can flow from one place to the another place. Okay, any object which can flow from one place to another place is called as a fluid, children. Okay, friction can be that means here the frictional force which is exerted in the fluids is called as a drag. The frictional force which is exerted in the fluids is called as a drag. When bodies move through fluids exert a frictional force which is called as a drag, children. Okay, and here children, here some MCQs are given. With which material do gymnastics apply on their hands to increase friction for better grip? Okay, normally when they are doing the gymnastics, when they are doing the jumping, they use some or something to their hands to have the more grip. That is a coarse substance. That is a coarse substance which is called as a coarse substance. And here the relation between the change the length of spring and applied force. Okay, change in the length and applied force. That means here changing the length and applied force, is it inversely proportional or equal or directly proportional or not, depends on the force. It is directly proportional. Okay, the relation between the change in the length of a spring and applied force is directly proportional. And when the speed of the body moving in a straight line changes continuously, then the body acquires the when the speed of the body is changing continuously in a straight line, okay, then the body acquires the acceleration. The body acquires the acceleration. The bodies of the birds and fishes must have evolved to shapes which would make them not to lose much energy in overcoming, that is the fluid friction. To overcome the fluid friction, normally the birds and fishes have evolved their shapes. Their shapes are in such a way that to overcome the fluid friction. And which of the following friction has self-adjusting force? Okay, rolling friction will be having the rolling friction will be having the self-adjusting force. Okay, self-adjusting force. Like that, we are having many questions, many points regarding the these points. And here, friction is directly proportional to the normal force. You should make a note, that is, friction is directly proportional to normal force. Friction is directly proportional. Friction is directly proportional. Directly proportional. Okay, directly proportional to normal force. Okay, friction is directly proportional to normal force. Okay, okay, and here friction produces the heat. Friction produces heat. Friction produces heat. Okay, friction produces the heat. And here friction is independent of the area of contact. Friction is independent of the area of the contact. Friction is independent of area of contact. Is independent of area of contact. Of area of contact. Okay, children. Okay, these are few points. Okay, that you should learn. You should remember. Compulsory, children. Okay, all these points, and what you should do is you should read the textbook, children. You should read the textbook. Everyone should read the textbook. Okay, and here if you are having any doubts regarding any point, if you have not understood any point, then you should ask me, children. Okay, right, children. Okay, therefore today we learned we revised the the friction chapter. Okay, today we revised the friction chapter, children. Okay, and we have covered few points regarding the friction. Okay, children. Okay, the remaining we'll be learning in the next class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.